That's spicy.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Spicy Chronicles. I am your host, Courtney Shaw.
And it's Adrian.
And today's episode is called Stepping into Character. These stories that were submitted to us today by our anonymous people are about role-playing.
Ooh.
And role-playing is so general that
It's kind of broad.
We can get anything today.
Have you ever done any kind of role playing?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like the last time I role played, I want to say, it's been a while though since I role played though. So I would have to say it's like costume. So costume play. And
That's cute.
Yeah. And I think it was from Halloween. I forgot what I dressed up as, but then I stayed in character the whole night.
That's fun.
I know. When's the last time you role played, or what did you do if you role played?
I've never actually really role played on purpose because I'm just like a character. But
I can see that.
My ex in college, he used to like when I put on like a fake Jamaican accent. He's American. He never met no Jamaicans. So he would make me say stuff in his ear.
He was fetishizing you? What would you used to say to him? Because like, I'm confused.
I'd be like, yeah, baby.
You like that? Hey, goodie. Goodie.
Yes, daddy.
Wait, where was he from? He wasn't from New York City?
No, remember I went to school upstate.
Oh, that's right. And they don't see a lot of different types of blacks up there.
Like, their Jamaican food don't be Jamaican in.
So
it's like
faux
Jamaican people who grandparents
and
great-grandparents was Jamaican with a Jamaican restaurant.
Got it.
That's the kind of Caribbean people some of the Caribbean people they encounter.
Got it.
But they're not too far from Canada, and there's a lot of Caribbeans.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was, okay, well, that's interesting.
Yes, that's all the role-playing that I can remember.
Well, before we get into the stories, we're going to play a game called This or That, sponsored by This or That. Our first one is from Rita, who's from DC. Shout out to DC.
DC.
Would you rather secretly have sex while on a company Zoom call or have sex while on the phone with customer service?
Which one sounds more risky? I definitely would say the first one.
The Zoom call? Oh, absolutely.
But now, would you be on mute or no?
You have to be on mute and you have to have your camera off. But like, I would say do it in a meeting that you're heavily involved in. That would be fire.
But then you can't do it on mute.
Well, you can have it like when other people are talking, right? Just put yourself on mute and then... Right.
Imagine you giving head child.
Yes. Let's circle back. Not let's circle back. Why are you circling on dick?
For my first email.
Did you guys go get that? Yeah. So I think I like the risk. So it's giving Zoom call for me.
Oh, yeah. All right. This next one comes from Laura in Brooklyn. Hey, Laura.
What
is that?
Law and Order.
Did y'all hear Law and Order in that?
That was Law and Order.
It's definitely.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting the melody fucked up.
Back to you, Laura. Laura asks, would you rather have sex in a display window or have sex on a nude beach?
Okay. I'm not that risky. So I'm going to do the nude beach.
Can you have sex on a nude beach?
I think it's prohibited.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it.
Because that's too far.
Yeah, like...
You're gone too far.
Right. But if it was allowed.
If it was allowed, definitely sex on a beach.
Yeah. The display window is just a little too much for me. Like,
that's crazy.
I'm on display.
Yeah, that's too much.
And then people have like, I mean, either location, you could have your phone out and record someone.
But I think if it would happen on a nude beach, there would definitely be rules that you cannot have your phone. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Like, put your phone in the Ziploc bag and we put it in the locker.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. And our last one is actually about our topic today. When it comes to costume role play, would you rather dress up or your partner dress up?
Oh, I would rather dress up. I love to play dress up. I've been Beyonce for the past month.
You have, because the hair is really giving Beyonce. Oh, Beyonce. I rather. Y'all know I can't sing.
It's
Y'all know I
okay.
can't fucking sing. I think I would rather dress up too.
Yeah.
I want to be in whole. I love to be in character.
Unless my partner was dressing up as like a cop or something, busting down my door.
We was talking about this in the last episode when Joe was here. I was saying I would love for like my dude to feel like he's breaking into my house.
Yeah, maybe not a cop, maybe like a robber.
Yeah, and like consent. I hate to use that word, but that's basically what it is.
We gotta make time to get into that topic for sure. Though.
Yes, because it is a kink.
It is.
It is a kink, and it's a heavy one, and I think we should talk about it.
Yes, because it could be triggering, but people are into it, and I guess it's important for people to at least have an idea of what exactly it is.
Right, because like I can say it, and people are like, oh my God, you have trauma, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, no, I don't think it's that. It's more than that. So anyway, that was our last question for this or that. If you guys have any submissions of this or that scenarios, go ahead and click the link on the description below. All right, guys, we'll be back right after this.
Do you want to be the dog, or do you want the chick that you're fucking with to be the dog?
I'm a dog every day. I want to be the owner for once. Like, let me be the owner for once. But no, I honestly but just to keep it fun, I wouldn't mind switching. Like, that's the fun part. Like, I would like to be like, you feel me? Like, feed me, nigga. Like, I need to go to the bathroom. Where's the pad? Like, I'm with all the shits. I'm with all of the shits. Like, where's my leash? Where's my vibrating leash, nigga? Like, I'm with everything. Like, what's up?
Before we get into these stories, let's have a little foreplay. Let's have a little role play with the game of wordplay. When you hear this word, take a sip from your drink. And if you're smoking, take a pull from your spliff. The word of the day is dress.
All right. Well, let's get into the stories. Our first one is called Do I Know You?
Ooh.
It has always been my man and I fantasy to meet up at a bar and act like we don't know each other, to go home and get wild nasty in the bed. We added an extra element that I would be wearing vibrating panties at the same time.
Ooh.
I walk into the club first and go to the bar and order my drink. I was at the bar alone for about 20 to 30 minutes until my man walked through the door. By that time, maybe 2 guys tried to talk to me and offered me a drink, but I refused. I had no idea what my man was going to wear, but I know that the way he dresses usually turns me on. I was talking to the bartender, then all of a sudden I looked to my left and my man was standing next to me, but he wasn't even looking at me. He was busy ordering a drink, like I didn't even exist. And weirdly enough, it turned me
her
on.
ass on, freaky bitch.
After 10 minutes, he finally gave me some attention. He looked at me and told me I was beautiful. I smiled and said thank you. He asked if he could buy me a drink. I told him sure, and I told him my usual order. He asked me why a girl like me is alone in the bar, and I told him I wanted to get out on my own. He said that was cool. He took out his, oh God. He took out the remote and buzzed it. I jumped a little in my seat, but not enough for people to stare at me. After a shot and another drink, I'm getting tipsy and getting immensely turned on by this man that I was pretending I didn't know. I fell in love with him all over again, just thinking about why. The way he spoke to me, his smile, his cologne, his everything. I started touching his arm, caressing it, telling him that he was handsome and that I wanted to get to know him more. But he pressed the button again. Zzz. It was more intense, and I shuffled around a bit wilder and sipped my drink more. So the panties per se didn't make me wet, but the fact that he had control over me was really turning me on. He asked me if I wanted to get out of the bar, and I whispered in his ear, yes. I told him, take me home and fuck the shit out of me. He paid his tab, and he grabbed my hand and led me out the bar. He called an Uber and went back to a hotel for the night. Throughout the Uber ride, he was increasing the intensity of the vibrations. I kept randomly laughing every time he did it. The Uber driver must have thought I was crazy. We get out of the Uber and check into the hotel. While he was checking in, he increased the vibrations to the max, and I had to play it cool, but I was looking wild. We get into our room, and it was beautiful. He had champagne chilling in the room like we weren't already drunk as fuck. He poured us more glass, but I didn't finish it because I was too tipsy. He took off my bottoms and I was soaking wet. He ate my coochie for about 15 minutes straight, which made me have multiple orgasms. He wouldn't let me go after I kept nutting. I told him I didn't have the energy to suck his dick, and he said that was okay and that he wanted to please me that night. Fine by me, I will lay my ass right on the bed. He had me a missionary and stroking me crazy, and then he put my toes in his mouth while stroking me.
I feel like I have on the vibrating pants right now.
The way he positioned me, he was hitting my G-spot, which had me going crazy. I knew I was about to come on the spot, and I did. My pussy gripped his dick, and I came, which made him come at the same time. He wasn't done with me. He wanted round two. He opened up the curtains, took a chair, sat on it, and told me to bounce up and down on his dick in front of the window. I never felt a rush of butterflies in my life. There I was, coochie out in front of the city to see, but the lights were off, so hopefully no one saw anything. He told me to lean back on him so he could play with my pussy, and I kept riding on him. I had another orgasm on his dick. Wow. I think I got the energy to suck his dick until he came. My jaw was so numb by the time I was finished. Had to take breaks and jerk him off, spit on the dick, and do all sorts of tricks to alleviate my jaw. He finally came, and I caught it on my face. He told me I was beautiful and licked his cum off of my face and spit it back in my mouth. Then wiped my face off with a washcloth. Best sex I've ever had.
Wow. Oh, deep. Wow.
Whew. Wow. What are you rating this story?
I can't breathe. They got inhaler emoji.
The smoke emoji.
Nah, definitely the smoke emoji. 5 woofs. But that was an amazing story.
It was.
Oh my God.
It makes me want to do role play so badly because I'm like, damn, if it's going to lead to this, count me in.
I was squirming over here.
Right? It was like erotica.
Ooh.
It was erotica. I'm giving this 5 flames.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving this 5 flames.
That's so sexy. Especially, that's a great way to like reconnect with your partner.
I know. To act like you're complete strangers and just like...
And then fall back in love.
It's
the lover girl in me. That's like
no, the lover girl in me is OD, and this does it for me.
That was sexy. That was romantic. I would love to role play like that. Oh yes,
girl,
I love that.
I hope y'all still together.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Give me some ideas. I know y'all done this a couple times.
Well,
send us some ideas.
Yes, please.
That would actually be a great topic.
Oh my gosh! In the description below, give us some ideas for role play.
Yes,
I would love that.
Write your little story.
I know. Can you guess their zodiac signs though?
Damn.
I think you're gonna really love this one.
Okay, so one of them is a Gemini. And maybe an Aries.
So you're right about the Gemini. The one who submitted the story is a Gemini. And then his sign is Leo. Shouts to those Leos. Wow, that's crazy. So our next story is called Walk 'em Like a Dog.
Ooh.
We love it. All right. My girl was into a kink called puppy play. At first, I couldn't understand it, But we went to our first puppy play party. Then I understood why she liked it, and I started to get into the kink as well. I could tell you a lot of puppy play parties, but I think the best time was the first time I did it with my partner. My partner liked to dress like the puppy, and I was her master. She was turning me on, putting on her costume. She put on her mask, her collar, and her chain. She put on this latex Dalmatian outfit and her tail, which is an anal plug with a tail attached to it. Oh, come on. I like
one
this.
of those.
I like this.
I Googled up one. I was just that.
Once she was done dressing, I told her to sit and come here to get a treat out of my hand. The treat was some beef jerky, and I pet her on her head and told her she was a good girl. We get into the car and drive to the club that usually hosts these things. I was kind of nervous because we did puppy play at each other's apartments, but never in a party setting. I had to ask my partner, what would it be like? She told me, think about it like taking your dog to the dog park. I couldn't conceptualize it. A bunch of humans pretending to be dog owners and dogs at a party? When we get there, we were greeted by the person who usually throws them. He owned 3 puppies and they were polyamorous. Most people are in this kink, polyamorous. We grabbed my girl's leash. We grabbed my girl's leash. She walked on all 4s while we greeted other owners. She started to get friendly with the other puppies. They started to play, wrestle, and fight. There was a fake grass area for the puppies to play at, so they all ran there to finish playing. I was getting turned on watching my girl tussle with the other people. She did tell me before we left that she lays on her back for another pup that is... Wait, hold on. She did tell me before we left that if she lays on her back for another pup, that is someone she wanted to take home. I was watching intently to see who she wanted to bring home. Then she finally did this to this woman with the greatest set of breasts I've ever seen. She was just wearing pasties on her nipples. Nice choice, I said to myself. I asked the host of the party who owned this pup my girl just laid on her back for, and a guy claimed her. I said it looks like my girl wants a one-on-one play date with her. He seemed fine and we started talking about other things. At the end, I grabbed my girl and the other pup and asked her if she wanted to come back to our place for a one-on-one time. She barked and shook her head yes, our version of consent. We got back into the car and drove off. In the car, we all broke character and started asking each other questions. Wendy, the other pup, was mad cool. We were the only black people at the party in the puppy play. Wendy's partner was white. Made me feel weird though, but that's another topic for another time. We get back to my girl's apartment and I start pouring up some drinks and my girl is rolling up. We were smoking, drinking, and laughing and vibing to music. My girl and Wendy started kissing on each other passionately as I watched. They started sucking on each other's nipples and caressing each other's asses and thighs. They were really into it. Wendy asked my girl if I can join and if we could share eating her pussy. We laid on our bed and was sharing eating her pussy. While one was working on her clit, the other would be working on her hole. My girl and I kissed and swapped Wendy's juices in each other's mouths and then started tongue fighting on her clit. Wendy orgasmed and started shaking crazy. It scared me at first. We all then switched. Wendy was now eating my girl out while my girl was eating me out? Where
Just the girl?
Wait, what? What was she eating out? The best 3-way head session ever. Oh, okay. I guess she was giving him head. Okay. The best 3-way head session I've ever been in.
Confused now.
My girl orgasms and let her squirt fly. Wendy caught some of it and swallowed. I told both of them to get on their knees in doggy position. I took their anal plug tails and moved it in and out of their assholes. I told them to play with themselves while I played with their anal plugs. My girl squirts again, leaving the bed damped, but we didn't care. I told Wendy to lay on her back. I grabbed on a thigh, and my girl grabbed the other, and we began to thrust our... Oh! This is a woman! I did not catch this until now.
I'm like, hold on, wait, what?
I grabbed on a thigh, and a girl grabbed the other, and we began to thrust our pussies on her thigh, making our clits rub on her thigh. We were caressing Wendy's breast and playing with her clit and fingering her to make sure she was getting pleasure. I finally reached climax and stand on top of Wendy, finger myself until I squirt all over Wendy's breast. My girl slurped it all up, cleaned her chest right up. We all collapsed and had breakfast the following day. Wow. I was so confused throughout this whole story because in my head I thought it was a man, but it was a woman.
That just made the story just get like amped. Now you gotta reread it.
Like,
that was hot.
that was so hot. Wow. Okay, puppy play. What would you give this?
Definitely from the beginning, 5 little puppies.
Right. I'm gonna give it 5 puppies too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you guys came with the heat this episode. Wow.
And I just love how I can see it.
Yes.
These are good writers.
I know. They're like in the grass area and they playing.
It was a movie.
Back. You know how when dogs get on their back, they're like, I'm like, oh, okay, you chose her. Okay. Wow. I love this for you guys.
Would you be a puppy?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I would want my man to be the puppy.
I just don't want to get on my knees. My knees is bad.
You could put on knee pads.
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
I'd be a giraffe though.
Huh?
I'd be a giraffe.
Wait. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I thought I heard. And you can correct me.
What do you think?
Did you say I would be a giraffe?
I did.
Okay. I had to make fucking sure that you said I was going to be a giraffe. Why a giraffe?
I feel like I'm going to stand on my knees.
How you going to elongate your neck?
I mean, I got on the orange skirt and everything.
Right. All you got to do is put some brown spots on it. I cannot.
Yeah.
Can you guess their zodiac signs?
I don't know. I'm not good at this. I thought we eradicated the zodiac.
We did not eradicate it. It's still there.
Okay. I'm just gonna call out the ones I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Taurus. Sagittarius. You're wrong. And Pisces.
No, and no. Okay. The one who submitted the story is a Libra. Her girl is an Aquarius. And the puppy, Wendy, is also an Aquarius. Yeah. And I'm actually not surprised that an Aquarius is into this.
But they're all air signs, which makes sense.
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, thank you guys for submitting these spicy stories. Wow, these were
amazing stories.
So good. If you guys have any stories that you want to hear on this show, go ahead and click the link on the description below.
But you know what? I'd really like to hear one of these stories. Actually, both of these stories on our podcast.
Ooh, that would be really nice. Have you guys checked out our podcast? Go ahead and look at the screen next.
I'm not a squirter. I'm definitely a creamer. And I just saw my cream all over his beard. We swapped spit as I wanted to taste the cream, then held the spit in my mouth, unbuckled his pants, pulled down his briefs, and spat it on his dick. I let him mouthfuck me for a hot second, but it didn't last long because I kept heaving on it.
All right, guys, welcome back. We have another new segment for y'all. We've been just giving y'all new segments after new segments after new segments. This one's called That's Too Horny.
These be horny as fuck.
I know. And in this segment, we're actually just going to go through things that we see on the internet that is just way too horny and it's not that serious. It's not that deep. So our first one, I like to call them damn sexual chefs. So let me just pull it up real quick. Yeah, what do you think, Adrian?
I think I'm watching it for the 3rd time. I don't even know where it started.
Is there men at this party?
Is men recording this? Is that Honey or
that's Honey? I don't even like the taste of honey. This is just
And you actually hate bananas.
I hate bananas.
Imagine shoving a fucking honey dip
banana
down your throat.
There's 3 things in here I don't like: the horny chefs, the banana, and the honey. I would have to shoot the place up.
Somebody's I threw up on it.
Ew. It's
weird.
I don't get it.
To me.
You're
into it?
Fine.
Good for you.
But
yeah, this is a little too horny for me.
And
he's choking her too.
Right. Ugh. And he put his
he's whispering in her face too.
He's not cute. That's too damn horny.
Yeah, that's too horny.
All right. All right, let's go to the next one, which is, what is it? Oh, the girl that was using a dildo in front of the homeless men. This one I found this beauty on Twitter.
The guy looks so uncomfortable.
Because he is uncomfortable. Because he didn't ask for that. There was no consent there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I gotta stop watching this.
Yeah, it's giving you to belong on the sex offender list.
I've seen her pop up on my my Twitter a few times, and I don't be on the dark sides of Twitter, so it's just like, how did she get here? But
I don't like this.
She does this everywhere, right?
Yeah, this is something that she apparently does, and I'm just like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. Like, why are we doing this? You know who I.
But anything go to go viral.
I know, and I hate that for us.
Yeah.
That man was like,
get me up out of here.
He was like, this. First of all, your pussy whack.
I did not.
Your pussy got to be real whack for your homeless man to get up and be like.
I kind of want to hear the volume, because if it don't sound like mac and cheese, I really gotta go.
He said he shook his head. You see, he's like, mm-mm.
But imagine he was sleeping and it did sound like mac and cheese. He's waking up to this bitch on the floor,
Park,
like,
yo,
you just pissed me off. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, this is giving sex offender list. That's too horny.
Way too horny.
The last one talked about big time, Mocha Fest in Houston.
Okay.
And they was wilding out.
Oh, we sucking dicks.
They sucking dicks and shoving dicks in friends' face. She was helping her friend suck the dick.
I don't. He can't even believe himself. He's like, this is really my life.
Do you see the person next? The next person next to her is like, what the fuck? The girl with the sunglasses. Caught everybody on 4D.
Wow.
Okay, then we have the pussy shoved in the man's face.
I feel like they was having a good time though. Like, she's not naked.
Yeah,
I mean, her actual vagina's not in his mouth, but it is a lot.
It's a lot. Okay, we got some. We got some bottles and okay. Then we got the aggressive head licker.
It's so aggressive.
I don't even.
That just gave me something.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
Wow.
Ew, bruh.
So here's my thoughts about this. I think my issue with it is that what Mocha Fest is intended for? Like, is it like hedoism where we know that people just gonna have sex here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've known nothing.
I didn't know about. I'm not really like that versed in like things that go on, but I didn't hear about it until I saw that video, and I was like, oh wow,
yeah,
they are outside,
yeah,
doing inside.
And my other thing about it that makes me a little uncomfortable is that, does anybody know their status there? Did anybody ask their status while they were there? Because
it's the liquor.
Yeah, but I know it's the liquor, but it's like, when does it come to the point where it's like your health is at risk?
How does the conversation go?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't want to give too much thoughts on this.
Why? I thought this is what we were doing.
Oh no! On the next part, I don't know what to say next.
Oh.
How does the conversation go?
What do you mean
word.
Oh, like,
well, how does the conversation go?
What? Like, what's your status?
Like, when you're in the party, we're clubbing, like, can I lick your pussy? When's the last time?
No!
When's the last time you got
tested?
tested?
You don't lick my pussy because I don't know when the last time you've been tested. This is exactly what it
down
is.
to that.
That's what it comes down to. You're not going to lick my pussy. I'm not going to suck your dick. I don't know when the last time you've been tested.
I'm not having that conversation. I'm not doing
I'm
that.
not having that conversation because now you come home and you burning. And there's more STIs rather than just chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis. There's so many other, and men don't get the symptoms because women always get the symptoms of it for the most part.
That's crazy. And then how you go back to contact this person and let them know it was a random dick I sucked at a party.
And now this person just burning everybody.
Burning ya.
Yeah. See, that's too horny.
Too horny.
Too horny. If you guys have any other that's too horny, videos that you see across the internet, go ahead and send it to us. DM us. Don't put the description in YouTube because they will probably take it down. But you can definitely DM it to us. Yes. We are more than happy to take a look at these things.
And give us your thoughts as well. Is it too horny? Or are we just like...
Or are we being judgy?
Prudish.
Right. Prudish and judgy. No. All right, guys. We'll be back right after this.
Would you like advice on a sexual dilemma that you're experiencing? Take a picture of the QR code or click the link in the description below to anonymously submit.
Welcome back, guys. You know what time it is. It's time for Spicy Advice.
What y'all asking about today?
Okay, well, here's the dilemma. I'm in my mid-20s and only had sex with one person, and he was my high school sweetheart. And also the one who took my virginity. We broke up a year ago. I have not had sex with anyone yet. I've started dating someone, and we're at the point where I feel comfortable about taking it there, but I have huge anxiety that I will not be good in bed. He is more advanced than I am, so it makes me extra nervous that I will not be as good as his other partners. How can I get out of my own head? Oh, I actually feel for you, baby.
Well, good on you for meeting someone new. You know, taking yourself back out into the world.
Right. I like that. Yeah. Because, being with someone for so long, it's hard to get back into the single life.
Yeah.
And you did that, and you're dating someone. I think my first question is, does your current partner know that you have only had sex with one other person?
Yeah. Do not have shame around that at
all. Not at all. Not at all.
Back to what we say every week. It's communication, conversation. Have that talk. Let them know this is where I'm at. This is what I've done. I'm willing to explore. I'm into this. I'm into that. Or you're gonna learn the things that you're into.
Right.
This is the time.
Right. Oh my God. I'm glad you brought that up because this is the best time. The best time to explore what you like sexually. And you can explore his kinks that he likes, and you can just start researching on your own and see, I want to try this, and see if he's an open partner to it. I think this is amazing for you. This is like a blank sheet for you, and this is the best time to have your fun. Get your orgasms off. So I know anxiety is a lot. I suffer from anxiety, so I know that how bad anxiety can get. But just remember that your anxiety is lying to you. Your anxiety is telling you that you're not going to be good in the bed, that he's going to look for somebody else, and that whatever the case might be. But those are all lies. You don't know any of that's going to happen until you have your conversation with this man.
For sure.
So, or your partner. I don't know if it's a man or not, but your partner. So just remember that your anxiety lies to you. And look at it as an opportunity to really get to know you sexually.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what I got for you, girl. I hope you have that conversation with him and follow up. I would love to hear how it goes.
Yes, I hope you guys have great sex.
I know.
And even if the first time isn't great, that you know that it gets better.
It does. You're doing fine, sweetie. If you guys have any sexual dilemmas that you would like to be told here on the show, go ahead and click the link on the description below. All right, guys. That has been another episode of Spicy Chronicles. I am your host, Courtney Shav.
And I'm Adrienne.
And always remember to keep it spicy.
That's spicy.